As the world continues to become increasingly complex, so are the security challenges facing organizations. Organizations of all sizes and industries are exposed to a myriad of risks. Navigating this challenging landscape requires a robust and adaptable approach. And this is where ISO 31000 comes into play. In this video, we're going to be unpacking on the Security Risk Management Online Masterclass, which I'm privileged and honored to be providing. This masterclass course aligns with ISO 31000 Standard Guide for Risk Management, targeting security professionals. This masterclass course is also designed to provide an in-depth understanding of ISO 31000 core principles, framework design, and the practical application of its process. Welcome to Security Nuggets Podcast, a channel that engages on security risk, insights, and perspectives for continuous learning purpose. And I'm your host, Ashley, and it's always a pleasure to have you joining in these discussions. And without wasting any time, let's delve right into it. To get us started, this discussion is going to be centered around the acronym WHO. That is WHO. The first W is going to represent what is the Security Risk Management Online Masterclass all about, to help you understand the course better. And then the second W for who. Who is the coach that is going to be spearheading the masterclass? In other words, you'll be getting to learn more about me, because I'm the coach that spearheads the masterclass. And then H, how is the masterclass conducted? All right, you get to understand more about the masterclass in terms of how is it conducted and what's the process flow like, and what's the schedule like, what's the program outline like, what are the topics that we engage on in this masterclass, okay? And then O, the outcome. All right, what is the expected end result for the participants? What can the participants expect to gain from participating in this online masterclass? Okay, what's the Security Risk Management Online Masterclass? Ideally, this is an online short course. You can also refer to it as a learning e-product, okay? Which I personally curated and designed. And the purpose of this masterclass is basically to help professionals expand on their adaptive capacity in reference to understanding security risk management best practices that are aligned with ISO 31000 Standard Guide for Risk Management. Now, to help us understand better, let's expound on what ISO 31000 Standard Guide is. All right, and how we get to contextualize it and adopt it within the security management profession, okay? Now, ISO 31000 is a standard guide for risk management that was developed in 2018, all right? And subsequently, to support it, another guide was published, that is ISO IEC 31010-2019, that provides risk assessment techniques, all right? So the two go hand in hand. The first one was ISO 31000, followed by the ISO IEC 31010-2019, that articulates further on the most ideal risk assessment techniques that professionals can adopt and apply under the process. Now, this standard guide is applicable by all sectors, okay? It's not limited to security alone. No, it is a standard guide that is applied in finance, it's applied in legal, it's applied in compliance, in insurance, in health and safety, etc., okay? Because what it is generally a generic guide, okay, for risk experts to adopt, okay? It provides a systematic structure that professionals and organizations can adopt so that they can effectively manage risks within their organizations, okay? So this is what we do. We adopt it in security management, okay? So we adopt the standard guide and incorporate it to form an ideal security risk management program, okay? And that is what the masterclass are about, really, okay? We are taking that standard guide and incorporating it with the security management concepts, design tools, and strategies, all right? And integrating all that within the standard guide, all right? So that we can be able to come up with a solid security risk management program, okay, that has incorporated the core principles that are within ISO 31000 guide. We've incorporated the framework design that is recommended by ISO 31000, okay? And we go ahead and adopt the process, okay? We apply the process that ISO 31000 has recommended us to go ahead and do that. So far, we've had 2 cohorts for this masterclass course, okay? The first cohort was conducted last year in July, and the second cohort was conducted in November, okay? In total, so far, we have managed to provide the masterclass to about 15 professionals, okay, that have been drawn from a global audience, okay? Our participants came from countries like Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, South Sudan, Mali, Qatar, UAE, as well as India, okay? And moving forward, with effect from this year, we are going to have a masterclass every quarter of the year. Now, the year has 4 quarters. So that means after every 3 months, we are going to be having a masterclass, all right? And our next masterclass for this first quarter of year 2025 is actually scheduled to be next month with effect from 8th of March, all right? Who am I? As the expert spearheading this masterclass, it's important that you get to understand who I am, okay? Now, I'm a certified security risk expert, and I have been working in the security private industry for the last 15 years, slightly above 15 years, actually, all right? And over the years, I have gathered a wealth of experience, a wealth of skills, and a wealth of knowledge, okay? And I am continuing to learn. Continuous learning is an ongoing process, okay? And what I bring to the course is a lot of value and a lot of expertise, okay? And I have linked in this video description below a link of my LinkedIn profile, okay? I want you to go to my LinkedIn profile. If you have a LinkedIn account, if you don't have a LinkedIn account, you maybe not be able to do that. But I want to believe, because this is a professional channel, a lot of the audience here are professionals who have LinkedIn accounts. Now, I have linked my LinkedIn account. I want you to have a look at it. I want you to get to check out my profile so you can get to see my previous job experiences. You can also get to see my achievement track record. And you can also get to see some of my credentials, okay, that are there, all right? Because it's important. It's important for you to get to understand who I am, being the expert that is spearheading this professional masterclass course. If this is a product that you think resonates with you, especially now that we've been talking about professional development and growth, we've been mapping out a course of action for us to deliberate on in the course of this year, so that we can be able to keep our professional development going, okay? And get our career trajectory growing steady and getting upwards, okay? So this is a course that might be ideal for those professionals that want to further their professional development and growth, okay? Because one, it's short, okay? So it won't consume a lot of your time, all right? And then two, it's low cost, all right? So it is a cost that a lot of you can afford, all right? While you're there on LinkedIn and you realize that we are not connected or we are not following each other, kindly follow me or kindly connect with me, all right? Because that is another platform that you can leverage for continuous learning purposes, because I'm always posting very important and knowledge-based content in reference to security risk management. And I'm always engaging with like-minded professionals in that platform. So I'm looking forward to engaging with you as well. All right, let's keep growing and keep learning so that we can get to expand on our adaptive capacity and we can get to be of much, much value to the organizations that we are serving. How is the Security Risk Management Online Masterclass conducted? Now, it is an online course, therefore it is conducted online via Zoom, okay? And the schedule is quarterly, all right? I launched the Masterclass course in June last year, and we had our first cohort participate in the month of July. And the other one, the second cohort, participated in the month of November. Now, in this year, we are going to have 4 cohort classes. Every cohort classes will be conducted every quarter of the year, all right? So that means we are going to have 4 cohort classes this year. And the next cohort class, which is going to be cohort 3, is going to be next month. The Masterclass course has 4 modules. It covers 4 modules, all right? And every session takes 2 hours. Every live session is covered over a period of 2 hours every Saturday of the month that the masterclass is being conducted. And the timings are between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m., okay? East African time, okay? So every module is conducted over a live session via Zoom of 2 hours between 10 to 12 East African time, covering a module, okay? So the course goes on for 4 Saturdays, and every Saturday, a module is covered so that you can complete the 4 modules, all right? And every module is covered within a live session of 2 hours, okay? I hope we are together on that, okay? Now, if you are participating in the live session where we are covering the module content or topics of discussion, okay? And you feel that you have not really well assimilated what we are discussing and you need further assistance, okay? You are allowed to request for a one-on-one session with me so that I can provide further assistance, okay? And usually I have this go for 30 to 45 minutes, depending on the context of the topic of discussion. The reason why I do this is because I'm very keen on understanding what we are covering to a point where you can properly apply it within your place of work, okay? When participants join the masterclass, I make it my point to understand within what industry or sector they are working in, okay? Over the past, I've had participants coming in that are working in the aviation sector, in the energy sector, in the humanitarian sector, in the retail sector, okay? Every professional is coming from a different background, all right? And it's very important for me to help them be able to apply whatever it is we are learning in the masterclass, to be able to apply whatever we are learning within their context of operation, all right? That is very important for me because at the end of the day, the course is supposed to be adding more value to you as a professional, okay? It's supposed to be adding more value to you. It is not going to add value to you if you're not understanding what we are learning and you're not being able to apply it real time in your place of work. Okay, so again, I'm focusing more on the technical skills application because a lot of the courses that are out here, they are so much focused on pumping information and theory into participants, but they are not keen on helping participants better apply whatever it is they're learning. So we are having professionals who have so many certifications. They have gathered so much certifications. They've learned and learned and learned, but their technical skills are still very wanting. They're still very wanting, okay? So yeah, I do make a provision for one-on-one sessions upon request for participants who feel that they need more time to understand a certain module that we covered, okay? And even after we finish the masterclass, I still have that provision ongoing, all right? As long as it is within the context of the masterclass course. Now, over the 4 modules, now these are the subjects that we engage in. These are the subjects that we discuss, all right? And the first topic that we engage in is understanding security management programs. The second topic is strategic alignment using the SWOT analysis tool. The third one is project management. The fourth one is introduction to ISO 31000 2018 Risk Management Standard Guideline. The fifth one is integration of ISO 31000 to security risk management. And under this fifth topic, these are the things that fall under that topic. We cover core principles. We cover security risk management framework design. We cover security risk assessment process. And the sixth topic is security risk assessment process. Now we get to expound on this because this is another comprehensive area, and it's very important for professionals to grasp it. Under security risk assessment process, we cover understanding risk scope, context, and criteria. And then we go to security risk identification, and then we go to security risk analysis, and then we go to security risk evaluation, and then implementing security risk treatment plans, and then security risk monitoring and reviewing, and then security risk tracking methodology. So those are the topics that we cover in the masterclass course, all right? And in the process of the course, there's a lot of resource material that is shared. I share a lot of background notes, which are the main notes, and I share a lot of supplementary resource materials and tools, okay? And I've just covered on the basic topics. The course expounds, we cover more than just this, but these are the basic topics that we must cover when we are doing the masterclass course, all right? So it's very important that you understand what it is we are covering because as you can see, it is sort of, it's a short course, but it is a bit rigorous, all right? And this brings me to the topic of eligibility, okay? If you are a security professional who is on an entry level, you're on a job entry level, that means that you just got into security, you might struggle assimilating some of the things that we're going to be studying. I just want to be frank with you, because I wouldn't want you to make an investment that is not going to be of value to you, all right? So I would recommend professionals who are in their junior, mid, or senior management levels in security to take the course because they can effectively assimilate what we are talking about And they are already applying some of the tools and resources that we're going to be covering, okay? So they won't have a problem assimilating and understanding what we are trying to engage in the masterclass, okay? If anything, the masterclass course is going to better reinforce and help them fill in inherent gaps when it comes to the application. So it's a short course, yes, but a high standard course. And I'm not just saying this because I'm the coach in the masterclass. I'm trying to sell myself. No, I've had very good feedback from previous participants. All right. The caliber of this course is high standard because I'm a professional who is keen on high standards in application, high standard in deliverable of service to organizations. So I want professionals participating in masterclass elevate themselves, elevate their standards of performance, right? Elevate their proficiency. Okay. So the course is a high standard short course. What's the outcome that participants of this masterclass course can expect? What's the end result? Okay. Now, one of the things that you can hope to achieve as a participant undertaken in this masterclass course is that you can get to leverage on global exposure and networking opportunities, okay? Remember, this is a course that is drawing participants from a global audience. That means participants are from all over the world, okay? And again, they come from different sectors. They're security professionals and experts, but they come from different industries. We have energy, humanitarian, retail, aviation, etc., okay? So you get to engage with these participants and you get to connect with them and you get to link up with them, okay? And again, as we are doing the masterclass course, the live sessions are very engaging, okay? So participants have a chance to share their different perspectives and opinions as we are moving along. And you get to learn from this as a participant. You get to learn from this, okay? You get that global exposure, get to know, oh, so this is what happens in this country as far as that sector is concerned. And again, I always encourage participants to link up with each other, especially on LinkedIn. I always insist on they need to follow each other. They need to continue that collaboration going even when the masterclass has ended, okay? The other thing is that you get to be part of the Security Risk Management Online Masterclass community, okay? After you've finished the masterclass course, that's not the end of it, we are going to be having more group engaging sessions with existing participants who have undertaken these masterclass courses, okay? So again, which will come with so much value, it will come with so much value. We've not had any group sessions yet. We've not had any catch-up group sessions yet, but I'm planning for us to do something in the course of this year where all cohort participants who have previously engaged are going to come together and we are going to have a catch up and we're going to brainstorm and you're going to just network and collaborate, right? So you get to be part of that community, okay? And the other benefit or the other outcome that you can expect to achieve is that you can expect to definitely elevate your proficiency level, okay? Because you have a coach who is invested in you winning in this, all right? A coach who really wants you to be able to apply whatever it is she's teaching you, she's coaching you, okay? And obviously that will automatically elevate your application skills. I mean, you get to enhance your security risk management application skills, okay? You get to reinforce the knowledge that you already had. It's reinforced, okay? A lot of us professionals, we know what security risk assessment process is. We know, what most of the security professionals don't know is how the process flow, how the application process flow goes like, and what are the tools and techniques and concepts that you need to incorporate within the assessment process. Okay, so that is where you get that knowledge reinforced, so it improves on your application skills. All right, and it gets to fill any inherent gaps that you may have had before. Okay, so you get to, you get to just, broaden your adaptive capacity. You elevate yourself, you empower yourself. All right. When it comes to security risk management, knowing how to do something effectively, it's very empowering. You're able to sit down with your team as a security professional and you're able to brainstorm and share perspectives confidently because you know what you're talking about. Okay. You're also able to present your strategies to your executive and leadership with confidence, okay? Because you have the knowledge backing your presentations and demonstrations, okay? So that's another benefit. That is another expected outcome for you to achieve, okay? And remember, you're also walking away after the course with a ton of resourceful information and tools. I mean, very valuable knowledge, very good valuable knowledge for you to continuously keep referencing to as you move forward, okay? And the other benefit is that you get to access me as your coach, okay? Even after the masterclass course has ended, as your coach, I become your accountability mechanism. Okay. I'm that coach, by the way. All right. I can be pushy with participants in a good way because I want to see you winning. I understand the security professional is very demanding and complex. Like, it gets busy and overwhelming where we are working at, okay? And it is really not easy to strike a balance between further studying and doing your day job. All right. But what I push for is accountability for participants engaging in the masterclass course. And even after completing it and we move forward, I do want to check in on you and find out how you're doing. Are you maintaining the continuous learning spirit? Are you growing? I find it very fulfilling just to see participants that I've previously coached through this masterclass course doing very well within their careers. And I can attest and confirm that some of them are doing very well, and I'm very happy for them. The other benefit is that you get to acquire a certificate of completion after you successfully conclude the masterclass course, okay? And that certificate is a very important document for you, especially if you're in an organization where you're seeing potential for growth and you having that certificate demonstrates you taking initiative to improve on your skills, to elevate yourself and grow your career, to self-develop yourself, demonstrating that initiative is very good for you. It positively impacts your chances of acquiring that promotion or growing within your organization, even when you probably want to have that transition and move into another organization, maybe for better opportunities. They look at your credentials, your certificates. What have you acquired? What have you been doing to elevate your skills, to improve on yourself? What have you been doing? And as far as security management is concerned, are you adaptable? Are you conversant with security risk practices and standards? Are you conversant with ISO 31000? I know for a fact that a lot of organizations right now want professionals who are conversant with ISO 31000. They want security professionals who are conversant with ISO 31000. I've seen so many job alerts and notifications, job vacancy alerts and notifications. And when you look at the requirements, it is clearly stipulated there. you should be conversant with ISO 31000, Standard of Risk Management. So this is very good for you. This masterclass is good for you. If you're a professional who is aspiring to improve on yourself and professionally grow and develop yourself, okay? I have linked below in the description of this video the enrollment link to this masterclass course, okay? And remember, we have an upcoming Kahoot class that is scheduled for next month, okay? So if you're interested, you have time. You have time to familiarize yourself with what the masterclass is all about through this video, through the enrollment link, okay? If you have any queries, kindly reach out to me via email, and I'll be sure to respond to whatever queries that you may be having effectively, all right? And again, if you're not going to be ready to enroll this month for next Kahoot, that's starting next month, we're going to have other masterclass courses. We're going to have other classes in the course of this year. And remember, we have been engaging on a discussion sequel of the topic of professional development, okay? Because the year is still young, and I believe that we need to have an action plan of what we need to do to elevate ourselves in the course of the year. By the end of this year of 2025, we want to look back and see that we were able to achieve something. We were able to make some strides ahead in terms of our professional development and growth, okay? So if you have not had a chance to check out our previous videos on the topic of discussion, kindly do that and bring yourself up to speed. We still haven't finished. We still have a few topics that I want us to unpack on moving forward on the same subject of professional development. So stay tuned, okay? So this is it for this video. We've come to the end of it, and I want to thank you very much for keeping me company and joining me and listening into this discussion. I hope that it has been of value to you. And I look forward to seeing you in our next discussion. Thank you very much, and goodbye for now.